honored guests, we're here this evening for Elk Grove Adult and Community Education's 2025 graduation ceremony. And this is a big one, y'all. We got a lot of people back there that are just itching to get across this stage and see all their people celebrating them. And I'm so glad that you all made it out here tonight. I know traffic was a little bit rough. Tonight we celebrate the incredible achievements of the high school diploma and high school equivalency graduates. This is a momentous occasion, and we're honored to share it with all of you. Before we begin, I just have a few housekeeping notes to keep the evening running smoothly. First things first, please pull out your cell phone and silence it. You do not need to have it off. Just please silence it so we don't get any rings while we're going on through here. For everyone's safety, we need to ensure that the aisles are clear throughout the ceremony. I know it's tempting to step out in the aisle and take a photo, but please keep the aisles clear. During the presentation of diplomas, we kindly ask that you remain seated and hold applause until the end of each group. This will ensure that every graduate's name can be clearly heard, and then each family can see their loved one walk across the stage. We'll wait for this last group to come in. All right, let's begin our celebration. To begin our ceremony, we will share the Elk Grove Unified School District's land acknowledgement, led by graduate Raquel Mendez.
Good evening. We acknowledge that the Elk Grove Unified School District administrative facilities and schools occupy the unceded territory of the Miwok, the original people of the skies, land, and waters where we work and learn. The Miwok have cared for these lands since time immemorial. They continue to teach their traditional knowledge that comes from and responds to the needs of the land and people we share. May our daily lives and work teaching, learning leadership, and community engagement support the evolving vision of the Miwok for their community and these lands. May we strive to acknowledge the past for the betterment of our future generations. May we look to our tribal partners, the Wilton Rancheria, the descendants of the original people of this land, to assist with the successful education of your community.
Thank you, Raquel. Now, if you would all please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance as led by Ms. Danielle Harris. Good evening.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now we would like to bring forth our principal, Angela Rodriguez.
My name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am the proud principal of Elk Grove Adult and Community Education. I would like to start with a series of introductions and thank yous. It is my great pleasure to recognize the Elk Grove Unified School District Board of Education for their continued support of adult education programs in our school district and throughout our community. Joining us tonight are Board President Michael Vargas, and Board Member Delia Baldwin. We are also honored to welcome Superintendent Mr. Christopher Hoffman, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Mr. Chad Swenter, and Director of College and Career Connections and Adult Education, Ms. Sue Hubbard. We are also pleased to welcome members of the Capital Adult Education Regional Consortium. Joining us tonight are Patricia Oliva, Director, and Kurt Thank you to both for working hard to support strong and effective adult education programs across our region. And to our incredible EGACE teachers, counselor, support staff, and administrators. Thank you for fostering a learning environment grounded in compassion, equity, and high expectations. You lead both with heart and expertise, and your work truly changes lives every day. I'm proud to share that we have 141 graduates this year, 93 earned high school diplomas, and 48 earned GEDs. Of those GEDs, 33 were achieved through our correctional education program at the Sacramento County Main Jail and Rio Pacific Correctional Center. This is a powerful reminder of the reach and impact of adult education. And last but not least, to the families, friends, and loved ones who stood by our graduates. You've played an essential role in this achievement, whether it was watching the kids, cooking the meals, giving rides, or offering encouragement during late nights. You've helped make this possible. Thank you for being the support system that every student deserves. Graduates, please join me in giving a heartfelt thank you to your Okay, so now I'd like to address the graduates. Okay, tonight is a celebration of hard work, of courage, and transformation. You've completed your high school diploma or your equivalency, and that's no small achievement. Each of you took a different path to get here. Some of you balanced school with full-time jobs. Some of you returned to education after raising children or overcoming personal health challenges. Some of you learned a new language while navigating a new country. We celebrate more than just your academic success. We celebrate your story. Your journey here is a powerful reminder that education is not a straight line. Does not happen in a straight line. It takes twists and turns, it pauses, and it tests us. But you kept going. You chose not to give up. Think back to the moment that you decided to return to school. Maybe life had taken a different turn. Family responsibilities, financial pressure, personal setbacks. But you made the decision to come back, and that decision took courage. That decision speaks volumes about the strength and your strength and determination. Your story matters. It matters in your home where your children will see that you're persistent, what persistence looks like. It matters in the workplace where your perspective will bring empathy and innovation. It matters in our community where your voice can help create better systems for others just like you, and people who just need a second chance and the right support. So I want to take a minute just to share a little bit about my story. So I'm the daughter of immigrant parents who worked incredibly hard at a young age. They were migrant workers. very young. They did seasonal work, and they made enormous sacrifices to build a better future for our family. They eventually gained better employment and moved from West Sacramento to a new developing community called Elk Grove in search of better schools and housing for my brother, my sister, and me. As a child, I didn't fully understand the privilege of that sacrifice. I didn't see teachers or classmates who looked like me or shared my culture. I was quiet, shy, and often overlooked. I didn't do well in school, and as I got older, I started to skip class, and I struggled. And by the end of my sophomore year, it was recommended that I be moved to continuation school. I was told that maybe I wasn't smart enough, that maybe I just was a little bit lazy, and that college probably was not in the cards for me. But like many of you, I didn't let that be the end of my story. I made up my credits in summer school and even took night classes at adult education and graduated high school. I enrolled in community college reluctantly, only because my parents insisted, but that's when everything started to shift. I met some professors who saw something in me. They challenged me, and they believed in me, and that changed everything. College was hard, not just because of the academics, but because I had to learn how to learn. I realized that I never really learned how to study or take notes or even process information the way that it made sense to me. Everything I had missed in my younger years, I had to learn as a young adult. But I did it, and eventually I transferred to UC Davis and earned my bachelor's degree while working full-time, sometimes 2 jobs, to support myself. I became a teacher, and in the classroom, I quickly learned that my personal struggle helped me connect with students in a different way. I saw the quiet ones, the overlooked ones, the ones who heard, "You can't," too many times. Eventually, that path led me to a career in adult education, and eventually to EGACE, where I have the privilege to serve as principal. And every day, I use my leadership and lived experiences to lead with empathy and purpose. I know what it's like to feel behind. I know what it's like to work full-time and still chase a dream. I know just how powerful one encouraging voice can be. That's why I work to build programs that meet students where they are, no matter where they are starting from, whether it's your second attempt or your 100th attempt. I tell you this story because your story matters too. You've earned the right to be proud of your journey and to share it. Your story has the power to inspire others, to change systems, to make space for more people like us. When you speak your truth, you create change. Graduates, our doors are always open to you. We believe in you. This feels weird because my back is to you when I'm talking to you. We believe in you and your accomplishments. We believe in your potential, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it. We are cheering for you always. So now you'll hear from 3 brave graduates who are going to share their stories. I hope at least one of them resonates with you. These are stories that keep me and our entire team going. These stories are why we do what we do. So I would like to first introduce our first speaker, Mr. Edwin Diaz.
Hi, my name is Edwin Diaz, also known as Eddie from the Bronx. I was born and raised in the Bronx in New York City. Growing up there, I realized I was in the middle of the most poverty barrio area of New York City. When you grow up in a poor area, you don't realize how bad it is. It just becomes the norm. My neighborhood was known as the Boogie Down Bronx because this area was known as the birthplace of hip-hop culture. There was music playing in every other block, and especially my home. My dad and my family members were musically inclined, and I learned to play percussion instruments as a young age. My route to my high school was walking through high-rise buildings, not the high-rise building we imagine now. These were condemned, burned down buildings with daily gangs activity and people being overdosed and everything else you could imagine. I walked past these areas twice daily. This was known as the concrete jungle. I still remember the butterflies I felt in my stomach each morning leaving my parents' apartment, wondering if I would be safe that day. There was nothing normal about this. My high school teacher would profile us for the neighborhood we came from and from the social status that our family had. In my case, I had 2 strikes against me. I didn't realize it. The teacher never bothered to give us books because they thought we would toss them into the fire of those high-rise buildings. Giving up on students was way too easy for them. I was never given the opportunity to fully attend my high school. The more they turned their backs on me, the more I got into my music. It was easy for me. It was second nature with all the musicians around me, and I honestly believe that music saved my life from sinking into the concrete jungle. I remember having my first paying gig at the age of 14. I was inspired by all types of music, and it has never let me down. I have million stories of my life in music, and I played with lots of heavy hitters in the Latin salsa, R&B, funk, jazz music. Some of few artists that I've had the honor to play with are the Spinners, Lighter Shade of Brown, Santana, Anita Hayward. Anyway, I was limited to 5 minutes, so let me get back on track. As far back as I can remember, I have been afraid of school. It's almost as if I have PTSD in the learning world. My dad was cool with playing his guitar, but like most parents, wanted me to do better in school. I wasn't given the tool to learn, therefore there was some physical violence between us, and obviously made returning to education the last thing on my list. Fortunately, I realized I needed a new start. Several of my friends and family were moving to California. The way that California and its positive people have welcomed me, especially Elk Grove Adult Community Education welcomed me and helped me know that I was absolutely capable of earning my high school diploma. This is the first time a teacher knew my name. Well, for a good purpose. I want to thank Shelby Greenlow for actually checking in on me, checking in my work, for being supportive, giving me the push that I needed when I was struggling, and for offering me to help and guide me. If you are here with me today in the celebration of our high school diploma, I know we did it untraditionally, but we rose above the noise and did it. Congratulations to us all. Thank you. Go Yankees!
I would like to welcome our second guest, or graduate, to the podium, Pauline Babineau.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025, congratulations. Today I stand on the edge of a new chapter. It's a moment I've imagined, worked for, and maybe even doubted at times. But here I am, I made it. Graduation is more than a ceremony. It's a celebration of perseverance, growth, and all of the late nights, early mornings, missed deadlines, late minute cramming, and everything in between. Every struggle, every lesson, every victory led me to the stage today. I've learned more than just facts and formulas. I've learned how to think, how to question, how to collaborate, and how to keep going, even when things go impossible. These are lessons no textbook can fully teach, and they are the tools that will carry me forward. The rest is mostly to my graduating class. As we step into the next phase of life, whether it's higher education, a job, travel, or taking time to figure things out, let's remember success isn't a destination, it's a direction. It's about showing up, staying focused, being kind, and having the courage to try again after failing. To our families, teachers, and mentors and friends, thank you. We wouldn't be here without your support, your encouragement, and your patience. And to my fellow graduates, no matter where life takes us, remember this moment, remember what it took us to get here. You are capable of more than you know. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's get out there and do something amazing. Thank you.
And last but not least, our third speaker, Mr. Armand Solomon Johnson.
There was some flash going for me. Good day, everyone. To our teachers, staff, family, and friends, and most importantly, our fellow graduates, thank you for being here today. This moment is not just a ceremony, it's a celebration, perseverance, growth, and the courage to begin again. For many of us, returning to school as adults wasn't easy. Life got in the way. Work, family, responsibilities. Some of us even faced setbacks that made it seem like this day would never come. But we came anyways. We showed up day after day, tired but determined, unsure but willing. Today, we walk across the stage, not just with a diploma, but with a story of strength, second chances, and the refusal to give up on ourselves. Whether you return to school to finish what you started, to set an example for your children, or to open up new doors for your future. We did it, and that deserves a celebration of the crowd. To our teachers and staff, you gave us more than just lessons. You gave us support, encouragement, and a place to belong, where we belong. To my family, loved ones, thank you for your patience, your sacrifices, and your belief in my potential. To my fellow graduates, the world is wide and open. It's time to take this achievement and keep moving forward towards the lives that we deserve. Congratulations, class 2025.
Thank you. A good round of applause to all of our student speakers here. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to welcome up board member. Come on over to do the conferring of diplomas.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And on behalf of my colleagues in the Board of Education, I want to thank all of you and our graduates for allowing us to be part of this journey with you. We are incredibly proud of everything that you have accomplished. So now I get to do the fun part, get us all started. So as a board member of the Elk Grove Unified School District, and by the authority vested in me by the state of California, I hereby authorize the issuance of diplomas of graduation to the students of Elk Grove High School's class of 2025.
Okay, I would like to now invite our guests to the stage. So we're going to do the calling of names and diplomas.
Edwin Diaz. Armand Sullivan Johnson. Raquel Angelica Mendez. Danielle Ree Marks. Pauline Valiant. Lita Southgate. Rydell Key. Monica Savala. Sophie Tim. Stuart Howard Alfaro. Teresa Sines. Markeisha Clotilde Jordan. Rebecca Orduno. Elena Jasmine Leon. Marilena M. Castro. Marissa Louise Learson.
Elizabeth Renee Bryson. Shanita Ratcliffe. Esmeralda Gonzalez. Yubicela Rojas Moreno. Lynette Compsa. Veronica Morla. Andrew Nguyen. Lorraine Galames. Justin Baraka Wikitwa.
Alice Kerr.
Marco Angulo. Vanessa Hadigi. Sarah Hester. Christopher Kim. Janelle Martinez. Alberto Manriquez. Camelia Marie Smith. Diana Leatherman. Britza Lopez. Faith Rose Alvarado. Elena Torres. Geneva Martin. Haley Sierra. Albert Chung. Jonathan Lecure.
Mikkel Panet Gale. Not fun. Olivia Renee Cara Anderson Thomas. Elizabeth Martinez Morales. Zion Wynn. James Dahadi. Terrence Lamar Thomas. Alfonso D. Lucas. Casey Torres. Josiah Andre Matambo.
Okay, before I present the graduating class, I would like to just remind graduates to return to the green room to get your diplomas after this. And graduates will meet their families outside once they get their diplomas. So, family and friends, it is my great honor to officially present to you the graduates of Elk Grove Adult and Community Education's class of 2025. Graduates, you may turn your tassels from left to right.